Sammy Davis Jr. was born into show business on December 8, 1925. His father, Sam Sr., was the lead dancer with Will Maston's Holiday in Dixieland, what was then known as an all-colored revue. His mother, Elvira, was one of the show's chorus girls. When Sammy was 2.5, his parents split up. They loved show business more than they loved each other. Little Sammy hit the road with his dad and Will Maston. They billed him as Silent Sam, the dancing midget. And from the very start, he stole the show.
I mean, when he was born, he was basically an opening act.
So that night, we were all invited to the club that Sammy and his father and Will were working. And Bubbles was there. So when we got back the next day at the theater, he says to me, "Baby," that's what they call me, "I don't mind Sammy coming back here to see you, but when I'm on, I don't want him in the wing." Did all the Bubble steps.
By the time Sammy was 15, he'd crossed the country 23 times with his dad and Will. One thing he'd seen very little of was prejudice. His dad and Will made sure of that. When they were forced to sit in the colored sections at restaurants down south, they'd tell Sammy it was because people were jealous of showfolk. And showfolk didn't care about color. The only thing that mattered to them was talent. Take the boy singer with Tommy Dorsey, Frank Sinatra. He was already on his way up when he introduced himself to Sammy. They were on the same bill in Detroit in 1941. It was the beginning of one of the most famous friendships in show business.
Frank Sinatra, as a friend, he is the kind of guy that every kid in a neighborhood back east where I come from, like in New York, you had one buddy like this. Sometimes you lost touch with him and you never saw him again. But you always had one guy that you said to yourself in your heart, "This is my friend."
Just once in a lifetime, a man knows a moment, one wonderful moment, when fate takes his hand. Well, this is my moment, my once in a lifetime, when I can explore a new and exciting land.
Sammy Davis Jr., the world's greatest entertainer.